Welcome back to the Tide Hanger. This is Mike coming at you with the weekly news review for March 29th, 2026. Of course, Transformers news. There's a lot of Transformers news, or a little bit of Transformers news. Some stuff to talk about, of course, every week. There's more Haulathon stuff, which I should know this already by now, but pretty much week 2, maybe even week 3 has already been dropped at most targets because I've already seen all this stuff. And oddly enough, I might not see it again. It's sold. Some of the stuff sold out. There's a lot of Motu stuff to go through and talk about, so it's kind of one of those things of promoting their movie, or maybe the movie, they're expecting it to move the merchandise, so there it goes. I already made a video about G.I. Joe stuff, but we will quickly touch on G.I. Joe yet again. And there's one more thing to look at. And Star Wars. There is actual Star Wars. It's not a lot, but a little. We'll get into this coming up. Starting out with what's new at Show Z Store, and we've got the Takara Tomy Masterpiece Gotti MPG 23RC prototype color version. So basically, they're putting out the Masterpiece in prototype colors. Pre-order down, payment $10, and price currently unknown. But it is interesting. If you want to get a Masterpiece version in the prototype colors, here is your chance. And we've got the MPU 07 Transformers Era Warrior, and it's the purple one. So we've got a yellow one, Sunstorm, we got Acid Storm, we've got purple one here. $1 down, and no price yet, but they've been running about, what, 85? Something like that, 95? And MPU 06 Bitstream, and does kind of have a bit of a Thundercracker look, but it is Bitstream. So there they are, both of them, $1 down if you want to set a pre-order for these. And remember, TH Sports Reviewer, help channel out. Let's get into some news. Alright, so we've got Kang Toys Transage Grind Spino MP, and that's what he looks like in his bot mode. And these look like they're going to be pretty big, like they usually are. And then here's his Dino mode. Is it a Raptor? Is that what he's turning into? Something like that, but it looks pretty good. So there are, well, that is the next Dino mode for that one, but not the only King's Toys thing we get to see today. And we are going to take a look at King Toys version of, well, they call it Transage TA Brake Horn. And so there goes the brake horn in the style that we're kind of used to. Let's see what this alt mode looks like. And there is the alt mode. So if you're into these, they're still going, they're still kicking. They keep cranking these out. Kind of fun. Takara's put out their T-Spark Adamus Machinima AMT01EX Rodimus Lost Light version, and this is in-hand images from Notrab. Does excellent work and takes excellent pictures. Also, we have the alt mode. And it's just pretty much a repaint of what we've seen in the past. And I like the color scheme. I didn't get the first one. I'm not getting this, but I can still appreciate it. And it's interesting. It's the direction Takara's going. And Takara's also showing their T-Spark Adamus Machinima, the Predaking. And it's a good looking one. I just don't believe it's big enough for most collectors out there for what, you know, their expectation, their need, or MP specifically, but will still look pretty good. They are in the bot modes, which yeah, they look pretty clean for the most part. I think they've done a pretty good job with it. And the alt modes also look pretty good. Of course, the combine mode, when it comes to these combiners, I'm mostly interested in the combine mode. I guess Superion's the only one that I have enough sets so far to have them in bot mode, but still they look okay. I still think their combined mode is the best of the 3 modes. And in-hand images, Takara Tomy series Synergenics Macross crossover with Basara in hand from either Corerico and HKTF Facebook group. So there he is in his bot mode and standing on his trailer with his guitar and all that stuff. And then we've got the alt mode, which is extremely clean. So I would say this probably is where it shines the most. Shiny. And then we've got it tucked away in the trailer. So, a lot of stuff that can be done with this. And I mean, it's not like they're just phoning it in. It's just a style that we're not used to, I'm guessing. But Synergenics, Basara, Prime, crossover. Is it crossover with Macross? Yep. A crossover with Macross. It's not a masterpiece, but it is Takara. And it's official. G2 Minosaur, G2 color version. Still going to be chug scale. So, no, not upscaling it or anything. But pretty cool. If you want to check that out and go after it. It's not up for pre-order yet, I don't believe. Man, this is Takara News Week. And I guess this should be the week of official news. And QQT Studio Truck Liberation Kit for MP16 Nucleon Quest Convoy. So you get those parts for it. And I don't even have a breakdown of it, but I believe you just get the parts that are laying in the front there. But pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would even need an upgrade kit for this, though. I mean, I guess if you want something to slide into the chest so that you can have the figure standing out, like the convoy outside of the chest, then yeah, I guess you could. You would need that. Yeah. True. Okay, we got this picture of Missing Link, and I think it's side by side with the G1, but the G1 looks so good that it's interesting. But it's via Mi Chang XXX. And I don't know. I look at the hips, and the hips I think are where they have the joint for the legs. So, but anyway, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, I think the right one is the G1. The left one's the new one, and yeah, still hard to tell. That's a really clean G1 one, but yeah, if it's that hard to tell, they did a pretty good job with it. I look forward to getting this one in pretty soon. Small update from New Age for the head of their Rekar, and yeah, it looks pretty good. They've revised the head sculpt for the final product shown in the picture, and hope you like it, which I think it looks pretty good. There's another blind box with 2 mystery figures. So Super 7 Reaction blind boxes, Sound Blaster, Megatron, Optimus Prime Grimlock, mystery figure, and mystery figure. So I think the mystery figure could be Optimus Prime Megatron. I mean, I might be wrong though. That's what it looks like. I got some Blockies news. Blocky Wheels, CO3 Wreck and Roll, 2 War Within, Grimlock Springer, RC Drift, and Springer prototypes. And the thing is that these are non-transformable, so is what it is. I've got updates from Blockies and everything from Galaxy versions to Defender version to Classic Class, and Basic Edition, but they've just shown off their combiners here, and yeah, it looks pretty good with this Partners Global Conference 2026. There's 2 different versions of Prime. We got a kind of a G1, and then we got Transformers Prime, and Prime. Is it Prime? Prime. Thanks to JT Prime 17, we've got Beast Wars 30th Predacon multi-pack. And so this is just the baddies. Oh. And yeah, there's 2, 4, 6, 7 figures in there. I don't know what the price is on this yet, but impressive, most impressive that they're doing it. And I mean, get all your Beast Wars in one shot, right? So there you go. And they all look good. I think they're all going to have some slight repaint and variation from any other set, because that's just how they do it. Or any individual release. There's Transformers Optimus Prime, Autobot symbol, info, and pics, and this is interesting. I do believe this is going to cost, let's see the cost on this, $46.99 at BBTS. So I just check that. It's 6.75 inches tall. So you get yourself an Autobot symbol that turns into a robot that looks like Optimus Prime. That is what it is, and that's what you get 2026. All right, TFCon, next one is going to be in July 10th through the 12th, so several months away. David K's going to be there, you know, voice of Megatron and Beast Wars and all that. Maybe we'll have a better panel. Maybe we'll save our wallets. I don't know. But after the last one, I'm not super excited about the panel. We've got something going on here with Uno. It's a Uno-inspired Hasbro Europe to continue with Transformers in the early 90s, is what they're saying in this. So if you want to read it, it's on medium.com. And I'm just going to be kind of reading this here. Vote to get Activision Transformers games added to revived Xbox backwards compatibility list. The problem is that the PlayStation 3, it's not compatible with PS4 or PS5. And I don't understand exactly how they're going to make it compatible. Can you just put your disc in? Or is it, I mean, obviously if you download it, they've already made it compatible for your PS4 and 5. But it's a good game. I like it. I like that and Fall Cybertron. They're fun games. I will be honest, though, I always wished those games had like a code for G1 skins. All right, JJ Classifieds is showing off the Classified Special Forces Action Soldier. And so we got pictures of that. We've also got more pictures. Well, the same pictures already showed. All these reveals, and I made a video a few days ago about it. So that's just kind of refer to that if you're interested in all that. But we get Destro Iron Grenadier and his Despoiler vehicle. And then all this should be out this year. And then the next wave of retro includes Wild Bill, which, I mean, it's a lot of people still need it. Techno Viper, Grunt, and I think Grunt's the lowest on the list, but there you go. I don't think it's bad that they're putting these out, but, you know, I listened to a couple of people talk about a lot of this stuff is going to go to Ross or Ollie's because, like, especially Wild Bill, but only time will tell. So we got some Masters of the Universe stuff here, and this looks to be the Trapjaw and Spikor and He-Man in Origins for the new movie that's coming out, and so that's pretty interesting. Then we've got Fisto and Ram Man going on here, and this I think is the more premium figures, but not 100% sure on that one. And then we've got some Barbies with He-Man and Teela. So that's it's interesting crossover. If you own both franchises. Looks like we got some sort of a bricky, blocky version of a Castle Grayskull. But it really, in the notes, they only really talked about the Snake Mountain. Here's the Snake Mountain, if you're into that. But that's cool stuff if you're into those. And then we get into some, I think this is the budget movie line. That's what I believe. I don't know who the guy is on the right, but still the budget $13, $12, $10 ones. I don't think they put the price out on those yet, but here's another picture of them doing some stuff in action, having a lot of fun. But I think the biggest thing is this Fright Fighter, and it's intended to be a lot more cartoon accurate than the vintage one, and the vintage one's pretty expensive, so yeah, pretty cool that they're making it. It's pretty good that they are making this, and I think it looks really interesting. They have done some pretty amazing updates to these over the years. These vehicles, I think, are so much better than they used to be. Rom Toys got updates to their Machina line, and this is the Red Gull Wing, and kind of calling it a version 2.0 in a way, but this is with the wings open. Now there's a video, but these are just pics of the video, screen grabs out of it, and looks to be a bit improved in a way, and pretty sleek, looking good. It's not all redesigned, it's just slight tweaks to what was already a great mold, already a great vehicle, and yeah, there you go. Here we go with the Haulathon, Target Haulathon, and we're getting Pennywise. We're getting some, was it 2012 versions of Foot Soldiers? I don't even know. Foot Soldiers. Super Grover. I saw Super Grover. I've seen all of this stuff. Seen every one of these in the store. Well, I don't know about the cat because I don't know much about the cat, but yeah, I've seen the rest of the stuff at Target, and Grover's gone. There was a couple of them, but he's gone. Predator, Badlands, NECA, Thea, and Bud Predator. In 30 years ago, would you have said that we're going to be rooting for the Predator? I don't know if we would have said that, but anyway, she is an android that was ripped apart, and she's trying to get her legs back and all that, and then there was the animal in there, and so 2-pack, probably like 30. Oh wait, priced at $45 depending on your retailer because it's a 2-pack. I guess I wasn't expecting it that expensive. All right, so thanks to Big Dub 60 at take a look at Big Pad Toy Shop at Toylanta, and it's going to be on bbts.com. This is the Earthworm Jim stuff, and yeah, I don't know a lot about it. No, I'm sorry, it's Tick. No wonder I don't know much about Earthworm Jim when I'm looking at Tick. It's the Tick, 1/12 scale Arthur figure and more. So, and still I know very little about Tick either. Looking right at the picture and getting them mixed up. Anyway, yeah, I think they look great. I know what the source is supposed to look like, but I'm definitely not the demographic for these, but I'm glad for the people that want them because they look good. I meant to work this in the Transformers segment, but Blockies is making... They're making a couple of these, but I mean, I'm just going to show this one. Batmobile, it's blue, and it looks very classic, looks good. I don't know what you're going to put in it, though, because they are small. And another thing I've got out of order here, April 1st, you're going to have a live stream for G.I. Joe Fan Stream to kind of clear up all the pictures that just showed up and any questions people have and explanations and all that fun stuff. April 1st, they're not going to fool you. They're going to try to swindle you out of your money. That's just what they do. All right, so we've got Star Wars Finished Collection, Ore and Geonosian Picador. And I don't think that the other two figures come with it, do they? There's, as Republic enemies close in, Geonosian Picadors rode into the arena. So I don't think you get Padme and Anakin. They're just there for show. That's my belief. Oh, this thing's $80, by the way. Did I mention that? $80. Vintage collection. I don't think it's that great of a value. I mean, I don't think it's value at all. But I'm just not interested in this. So I'm not interested at all in this thing. But it does look pretty cool. It looks pretty interesting. And for those who are interested in it, I mean, it's something that you're probably excited to get. Kind of like I'm interested in the 1984 skiff, and then they redid the skiff, and I thought it was awesome. Tatooine skiff, but not as many people thought it was awesome as I did. I thought that they did a phenomenal job with it. Here are some Star Wars that are hot off the truck at Entertainment Earth. I can't see myself spending this kind of money on any of these, although some of them are kind of interesting. It's just the cost, the expense, and all that fun stuff. And here we go with more stuff in stock. If you're interested in Entertainment Earth, which this is probably very consistent to the same stuff that's in stock around other places. I don't know exactly who made this meme, or I would definitely credit the person, but it's one of those where I randomly saw it on my phone, I snapped a screenshot, and I can't find any information on where it came from. But Black Series collectors trying to resist Hasbro's White Box first edition marketing ploy because they're doing it again. Like, I didn't even know they were going to do it, or maybe I read it and it just didn't click in my head, but yeah, they're doing it again. I do think a lot of people expect the white box first edition stuff to go to $100, but the collecting is not like that right now. I just don't see any of those being worth much more than what retail is. But my buddy did say that it's an all new sculpt on the Mandalorian from head to toe. I can't validate that, but that's what he's saying. It's got a couple other things to talk about after Star Wars. There's not much Star Wars. Found this Silverhawk sealed at Ross for $5. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people felt like, well, they always feel like reactions overpriced, but because they're vac metal and $5 more, and they're not very big and they don't have much articulation, people felt like this was $5 overpriced. Ross felt like they're $20 overpriced, so they priced them $5. All right, so got some information about Chicken Fried Toys and their 4-inch scale version of Cops and Crooks, and there is Leadfoot, which is Roadblock, who was originally a driver for the original line, and they don't have the Roadblock name or can't use it, so they're going with Leadfoot, which makes sense because it's a driver. And then Buns McBoom, who's not going to have the opening chest and guns coming out, but there's going to be a gimmick with his actual guns, so that's something kind of fun to look forward to. Then we get Specialist Taser, which, so we're going to have Taser in the works, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of fun. And then Jerko Berserko, they changed the name up just a little bit, just for fun and compliance and all that, I'm sure. Chicken Fried Toys, Cops and Crooks, officially licensed. Then we've got Sergeant Longarm, which Longarm's a favorite from the past, and then Heavyweight. So those are two other ones on the way, in the works, that they have planned so far. And Barricade and Bullet. So not the greatest picture of them, but Bullet has a lot of guns, a lot of armor. I don't know. Looking at this, and I guess I could have asked, but I don't see Bullet's little ride-along cannon thing. I don't know if that's just going to be omitted for cost purposes or what, but there it is, and shaping up pretty nicely. The Sundown figure is a pretty nice figure. What do you think about this week's very short weekly news in review? You can probably still go get this guy on Mattel Creations if you're interested, but let me know in the comments below. What else did I miss that's going on out there? Very quick week, very low on time, and there wasn't really a whole lot going on. So next week, I plan more to go on, I expect, but I can't make news happen. Like and subscribe. Tell your hanger out.